Usually people bring me their kids and say, you know, we really need to work on this. And what I realized was actually the kids need some help, but the parents need help as well. So I thought it was a good way to get some information out there because there's really not great information for parents. I think most parents try and control their adolescent, not from coming from a negative place, but thinking, I'm kind of scared because now the world's a lot more open, they can get into a lot more trouble. I think parents naturally think if I can control them, then that won't happen to my kid. So it's sort of out of a fear of what they can happen. So that's where I think parents start to think controlling is the way to have some sort of influence over your adolescent, but it's actually pretty much the reverse. Adolescents, and one reason I really love this, is adolescents are usually the most sweet, kind of naive people that we get to deal with. They're smart, they're creative, they can pick up concepts very quickly, but they're raw, they just are unformed. And I really think that my kids might attest to this. I tried to approach it from, okay, what do you think? And then kind of walk through the consequences with them, preview it, and I stayed pretty close. I was present, even though they don't always talk to you or speak to you, they do want you around. They need to know someone's there, someone's following the rules, someone cares. And I think that's the most important thing that I would say that I did differently is I did say no when everybody else said yes, and I also was there. So I was there if things were a little down, or conversely, if there was something to acknowledge. The heartwarming stuff keeps me in this every day because when you see kids that all of a sudden feel like you understand them or you understand their perspective, even if they really messed up and you're there for them, it's always super heartwarming, and that's what keeps me doing this. I think the part that has become most sort of alarming for me is I've seen an increasing casualness for parents to let kids drink, and currently anything with THC, any marijuana product, there's sort of a relaxing of, well, it's legal, it might be okay. And parents are allowing kids to drink in 9th grade and on. And I think that that's catastrophic. It's super dangerous for a developing brain. And I think that that is probably the most alarming trend. Parents somehow think everybody else is letting their kids do it and it's a response to stress, but it's a really detrimental response to stress.